you're in the right environment, you will find yourself doing things that you didn't expect you to do. So it sort of enhances your game. That's really, what the best places will do. You would do 2x, 3x, 10x in those environments compared to a regular organization. Those places will often allow you to grow by giving you space and by having enough role models internally that you can learn from, either as mentors or just simply being a copycat, So a really good place for you, as an individual fit, will allow you to play your game at a whole other level. So it makes a huge, huge difference. But it's not so easy to, necessarily know what that is right off the bat. So some things that I think are helpful are speaking to people who work in a variety of different organizations and get a sense of what it's really like to work there. What's the culture like? What are the focus areas for that organization? What's the kind of space people get within that organization? And use those informal conversations. And of course, you can read through Glassdoor. That's a good source as well. When you go through the process of interviewing recruitment, if you get into that funnel in the first place, I think it's really helpful to sort of, every time you go for a meeting, come back and reflect, feel in that environment. Did it feel like a match, or did you feel like, okay, it's a good place for many people, but I was really uncomfortable there. Somehow it just didn't, sort of sit well with me. So think about that. Reflect on how it made you feel on the inside. Did you feel energized? That's always a really good question. When you met them, did you feel energized? The physicality of that experience gives you cues which your logical mind will find, excuses for. So supposing it's a big brand, you will say, oh, but big brand name, big role, whatever. But you know on the inside, our conscious mind is only aware of a much smaller subset of signals than our subconscious mind is. So it's really helpful to think about whether those conversations energized you, whether they drained you, what was the general resonance that you had with that organization.